Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. It's your fave Aisha Badmos and welcome to Everything Nice. Okay, so you guys, by the title already, you know what to talk about. Okay, we're about to talk about the mistakes I feel like I made, or it's not feel like I feel like these are the mistakes I actually did make when I started my YouTube channel, like the biggest mistakes, and because I made so many mistakes. And to think of it, I think I actually still make some of those mistakes. So I'm just going to be basically sharing with you guys in this particular video. Okay, the mistake I made or the mistakes I made when I started my YouTube channel, right? So if this is something that interests you, you want to make sure you sit, relax, and watch this video to the end because trust me, you're always going to learn a thing or two from my videos. Okay, so now let's get right into it. All right guys, welcome back. Before we dive right into the video for today, right, I want you to please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't. I realize that some of you are watching but you're not subscribing. Okay, so why are you not supporting me? Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, comment, share, and do all of that good stuff. It makes me really happy. So now you guys, let's go into today's video. Okay, I feel like YouTube is one very exciting journey to start, to be very honest. Like, I do not regret starting YouTube 5 years back. I'm super excited. I really took that decision upon myself to start YouTube because I mean you get to document a lot of memories and just watch yourself grow basically. Like, was it not like last week I was looking at the videos that I've made years back, I'm like cringe, like, but I'm just happy to see the growth. Like, I've grown from the naive, like unable to like really speak in front of the camera, to being bold and confident, if I do say so myself. So YouTube is a really exciting journey, and it is totally fine to make mistakes when you start. I mean, you're starting something for the first time, you are born to make mistakes because you have not been doing that thing before. So it's totally fine. It's all in the process of the growth, right? The mistake is all the process of the success story. So that when you're saying, oh, I now have 100k subscribers. Oh, I remember when I started, I used to do this, I used to do that. So it's all juicy, okay? It's nothing wrong with it. If you are making these mistakes, it's totally fine, okay? Though sometimes you might be beating yourself up and be like, oh, why did I do this? Why did I do that? But trust me, I'm here to tell you that it is totally fine to make those mistakes. So let's go right into the video. As you already know, I have my book here and I'm just going to be reading out my highlighted points. Now, one of the mistakes I feel like I made when I started my YouTube channel is overthinking. Oh, you guys, I spent a whole lot of my time overthinking. Like, I was always thinking of the perfect content, always thinking of how to make everything perfect when there is actually nothing that is perfect. Okay, like I spent so many times, like so much of my time overthinking instead of actually doing the actual thing. Like, just start, Nana, just start. So that's it basically. Like, before I started, I was always like, oh, I want to do this. I want to make sure my picture have my videos have this kind of views, all of this kind of stuff. So I was overthinking too much instead of just putting in the work and starting and then just see where it leads me to. I realized that sometimes, right, you just need to start something. The moment you start, you find your way around it. Like, you find your way in the process of doing that particular thing, okay? So one of the mistakes I made was I was always overthinking. I feel like, and when I said I still do that, trust me, I still do that. Before I made this particular video, I was overthinking it. Will it do this? Will it have views? Will people watch it? Will it have engagement? Will people like it? Overthinking can ruin a lot of things. And trust me, you see all those contents that you overthink, they really do not do well. But you see those content that just, oh, let me just post it. I don't even know. You'll be shocked on how viral those contents will go. So I feel like when it comes to content creation or anything on YouTube, right, just post it, okay? Just post it. There is somebody that's gonna watch it, definitely. There is somebody for everybody on this journey, right? People watch your videos, okay? Trust me, they will engage. So just post it. Don't overthink, okay? I overthinked a lot. Like, I still do that and it's crazy, but that's just it. So that's number one thing that I feel like, number one mistake I feel like I made, and it was really huge because it hindered me from doing a lot of things. There was, in fact, I remember that time that there are so many content that I want to shoot or film, but then in my head I'm like, it's not gonna do well. People are not gonna watch it, and I don't end up filming it. And now looking back, I feel like what if I filmed those content? I might have even grown better than I am now. Okay, so basically, do not overthink your content. Okay, if you have something to put out, trust me, just put up your camera and film that content and post it. It's gonna be fine. Okay, there's nothing to overthink on content creation. So another thing, sorry, I lost my breath. Another thing I feel like I another mistake I feel like I made was I was focusing on too many equipments. Like I thought I needed all the equipment in this world. Like I wanted the camera, I wanted the ring light, I wanted a good backdrop. My house was not aesthetically pleasing enough. I wanted a good microphone. So many things. Like I just felt that that was what I needed to start my YouTube channel. Which, in the literal sense, I made a video of that. Like, if you check my YouTube channel, you're gonna find a video of things that you need to start a YouTube channel. Like, you don't really need all of these things to start your YouTube channel. But then I had these fantasies because I was watching big YouTubers like the Dima Umed, them Nello, KK, Alma, Adeze Space, and all of that. So I just felt like I needed all of those stuffs to make my videos really clear and crisp and good quality. Looking at the fact that I really cannot afford those stuffs at that time. And then I feel that maybe all of those engagements, all of those equipment was going to make me consistent. Yeah, it did not make me. In fact, I knew I would like my daddy got me my first ring light when I actually started my YouTube channel. Trust me, you guys, I felt like that ring light was going to make me consistent because I was like, oh, if I get the ring light and the microphone, I was going to be consistent. Trust me, I was not consistent. Okay, so gadgets does not make you consistent. If you're thinking, oh, you need all of these gadgets, all of these expensive gadgets, trust me, to be consistent, then you're not ready because it's not going to make you consistent. Because the moment you say, okay, if I get a ring light, I'm going to be consistent. Trust me, when you get a ring light, you say, oh, if I get a microphone, I'm going to be consistent. When you get a microphone, you say, oh, if I get a camera, I'm going to be consistent. So all those things does not make up your consistency. If you want to be consistent, it has to come within you. Like you have to put in the work to be consistent, not gadgets. Okay. So I made that mistake. I was always, I wanted. I still do that. I feel like because I was telling my husband that I wanted a camera. I feel like a camera is gonna make my videos more clear and crisp, but I don't think so really. For to look at it in the real sense, you don't really need all of those. So I heard a friend telling me that until she starts making money from YouTube, she's not gonna invest in YouTube. I will not say she was wrong for saying that, because I mean, if you're not making money from something, where do you get money to like buy that thing if you actually do not have money? Okay, so that was a mistake I made. I was focusing on buying big equipment, thinking it was gonna get me to stay consistent, which was wrong. Okay, another thing was defining my niche, you guys. When I started my YouTube channel, I have always loved to talk about relationship. Like I've always been that relationship girly, like advise people on their relationship, mend people together. I love that. I still do that, but I feel like when I started, I just like directly niche down to relationship. If you go back to my videos like way years back, you realize that before I started adding a little bit of lifestyle to my YouTube videos, I did series of relationship talks. It did pretty well. I'm not gonna say it did not do pretty well, but I feel like I would have grown better if I had added everything in between. I mean, I'm a personality. I'm human. I have different personalities. I can cook. I can do this. Like I can do so many things. I can make hair. You understand that kind of thing. So I can do so many things. I feel like if I had incorporated everything that I can do into my YouTube channel, I would have probably grown more than this. Okay, I would have maybe been monetized by now or even be more than 1k subscribers. Okay, so I totally niche down to relationship, which I was not going to say is totally bad, because to be honest, my relationship content did pretty well looking at the amount of subscribers that I have, but I feel like I would have done better. So that's just it basically. So I feel like as an upcoming YouTuber, you should not niche down, because you should try and do so many things, and then at the points, like while doing so many things, you study your analytics and see which one works better, like which one is actually getting more engagement. So that way, maybe when you have now grown to be a big YouTuber, you have so many subscribers and watch hours count, then you can now niche down. That way, people will even watch you regardless. Now that's the thing that happened, because when you are still up growing, like when you are still come, people are just like, what does she have to offer? But when you become big, even if you are telling them this is how to poo in the toilet, people will still watch you regardless. That's what I feel like. So as an upcoming YouTuber, I wish I did not niche down to only relationship. I'm not regretting it though, but I wish I did not niche down to only relationship. I wish I did more things, like to just help build my audience, like I am currently doing. And I've seen actually a massive growth since I diversified, to be honest. So I feel like if you are niching down and as an upcoming YouTuber, you should try diversifying. It might just work, okay? It might just work, okay? So another thing that I did, and that mistake I made was ignoring my thumbnails and my titles, you guys. Until recently, I didn't really used to pay much attention to my thumbnails and my titles. And I realized that thumbnails and titles are the first things, like that's the first impression of your channel. Like when people see your thumbnail, that's the first thing they see when they like see your video. So when people see your channel, your thumbnail will determine if they're actually going to watch that video or not. Yeah, because your thumbnail needs to be very catchy. You have to use the right words, you have to use the right images and all of that. So that way, even without watching the video, they are eager to click on it because your thumbnail looks very very inviting. Also the title, your title is supposed to contain SEO, like keywords that will make it searchable for YouTube, for people to search on YouTube. Okay, like for instance, how to make hair, how to cook food, all these DIYs, all these stuffs, that all these keywords that will make when people search for content on YouTube, YouTube will recommend your content to them. Okay, so that's what it basically. So until now, I didn't really used to pay much attention to my thumbnail, and I focused on my attention on just making the video and just making sure the video is clean and nice. I didn't really pay much attention to my thumbnails and my titles, which I am currently doing now. And to be very honest, as I started paying attention to that, I have seen a massive growth in my channel. I'm not where I want to be when it comes to thumbnails, but I think I am getting there. Also, your outros and your intros interest people a lot, so you want to put more efforts on that. Okay, and don't forget to always use hashtags when you post your videos. It helps a lot. Okay, so that's another thing that I wish I actually focused, because that time I was just gonna be posting like I'm just gonna create one sharp Canva graphics and just post. Like I was not bothered, but you need to be bothered about that because it really really helps. So another biggest mistakes I made was inconsistent posting schedule. So I was always posting whenever I feel like it. Like I did not have, okay, now I feel like as a YouTuber you're supposed to have, or even as a content creator, basically, like any social media platform, you're supposed to have like, okay, I'm going to be posting every Fridays by 2 p.m., every Thursdays by 3 p.m., every Mondays by 1 p.m. But I did not do that. I was just posting when I felt like. In fact, I do not used to plan my content before, you guys. I'll just sit down. I think I should film today. Oh, I'll just carry my book, quickly write down points, pick up my camera and start filming. I don't think anybody will really, really grow that way. So I feel like I would have done better, like maybe planning my content and also having a posting schedule. I did not really have a particular time that my post to go up. I don't really have a particular day my post to go up. I was just posting as the lead, as the spirit leads, which I feel like is not the best, because one thing I realized about having a consistent posting schedule is that way people know when to expect your content. Like for instance, your community, like people that love what you do, they are okay, they know when to expect your content. Now let me give you a practical example. There's this lady I know on Instagram, her name is Zainab Aziz. She posts she posts like I think every 7 a.m. Trust me, when I go on Instagram in the morning, I go and look for her page because I know that she must have posted something. Like that's the power of having a consistent posting schedule. It just sends a signal to your audience that this person would have posted because they are used to seeing your content at that particular period of time. Do you get me? So I feel like it was very, very important. I made that mistake. I do not make that mistake again. Like I've left that one way back. Now I post, like I schedule my post and I do what I'm supposed to do. Like I have a time that my post is supposed to go up, and that's it basically, guys. So those are the mistakes, the biggest mistakes. I made so many mistakes, trust me. But those are the biggest mistakes I made since I became when I started my YouTube channel. And I hope you learned a too from this. Please let me know in the comment section if you can relate to any of these mistakes, or if you are still currently making these mistakes. It's totally fine. You can gradually improve. Okay, we're always gonna improve. Even big YouTubers are still improving. Okay, so let me know in the comment section if you can relate to any of these mistakes, and give me any advice in the comment section, or tell me what content you would like to see from me, and I'll see you in my next one. But before that, please subscribe, like, share, comment, and do all of that good stuff. It makes me really happy, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.